Hey guys! So today's video is going to be a run through of everything I do in my Tretinoin skincare routine to help the product be as effective as possible without all the negative side effects like red, peely, irritated, sensitive skin. If you haven't been to my channel before, then welcome. My name's Sarah. I make videos every single week here on YouTube talking about my very best tips for having clear, healthy skin. I have a really acne-prone skin for all of my adult life, so I really enjoy sharing anything I've learned along the way on this journey in case it can help anybody else. Everybody's skin is very different, and what works for me might not work for you, which is exactly why I designed my very own skin journal, which has multiple trackers in there to help you get to the root of your skin problems too. So this is the Skin Story journal, and like I said, the multiple trackers that you use each day can be found in here, including things like a food journal. You've got ways that you can track your mood, your health, your skin products. Yeah, it basically has everything in there that you need. It's like a blueprint to helping you find the root cause of your skin concerns. I'll leave a link in the description box in case you're interested in picking yourself up one of these. They're available on pre-order at the moment, or if you just want to find out some more information, that link is in the description box. So with that being said, let's jump straight into my Tretinoin skincare routine. This is my new tube of Tretinoin. I actually was gifted this by a friend, but I will leave the link to that shop down in the description box because I know lots of you always ask me, where do I get my Tretinoin from? Previously, I had bought it when I was away in Europe. I bought it from Italy and Greece. This time I actually did find some in Greece and I was super excited about it, but having read the back, there does seem to be an element of benzoyl peroxide in there. It isn't specifically benzoyl peroxide, but definitely an ingredient that's quite similar. I do not get on well with benzoyl peroxide at all. My skin absolutely hates it. In fact, maybe I'll put up a picture now of what it looked like when my skin was red, raw, burnt from using it. So I've avoided that, and potentially I'll give it away, or I don't know what I'll do with it, but I don't really fancy using it on my skin. So very kindly, my friend gave me this that she had spare. I think this one's from Indonesia. So yeah, it does the same thing. It's 0.05% Tretinoin and it's in a cream formula. The consistency of this one is my absolute favorite so far. It's like a really silky, silicone-y feel. I way prefer that because I feel like I'm not tugging on my skin. The previous one I was using was a batch that I have had from Italy. I think I bought about 5 tubes and it lasted me like a year and a half. So the previous batch, whilst it was a cream formula and I really got on with it well, now having used this one, I absolutely prefer it. Yeah, just the formulation just seems to agree with my skin a lot more. If I wasn't getting married this year, I think I would be tempted to try the higher strength 0.1%. I've been using Tretinoin for nearly 2 years, so I do think my skin could handle it, but you can never be too sure, and the last thing I really want to do this year is rock the boat with my skin. So the first step in my routine is to prep the skin, and historically I might have been over exfoliating, which I actually found quite problematic for my acne prone skin. I just found I was breaking out a lot more when I was overwashing it and over exfoliating it. So right now I've dropped that down to only exfoliating once a week. Because a retinoid is a really powerful active ingredient, I don't like to use any other active ingredients to exfoliate or anything else. So I don't use chemical exfoliants like salicylic acid, glycolic acid, those kinds of things aren't typically in my skincare routine. I prefer to use a manual exfoliant and just gently buff away the dead skin. My favourite is still definitely the cloud cloths. I bought these a while ago now. I probably am in need of buying some new ones, but essentially these cloths are perfect if you have sensitive skin. They have one side which feels like a cloud and the other is slightly more abrasive, which you can use, which is the side I use to exfoliate. I always do this when I'm in the shower because I cleanse my face at the end of the day. I never do it in the morning. So I just put a pump of the Bioderma Senza Bio Gel Cleanser, my absolute favourite cleanser at the moment. I put that into my hand, lather it up, apply it to my face, and then I go in with my damp cloud cloth, and that works beautifully. I really want to make it clear that it's super important to go really easy when you're exfoliating your skin. You don't want to be pulling or scrubbing your skin at all. You just want to kind of gently, in circular motions, buff away that skin. Yeah. Be kind. If you are kind of harshly scrubbing away at your skin, you're basically just going to break down your skin's natural barrier and cause more inflammation. So the next step is the application of the Tretinoin, and I only apply Tretinoin every other night, and I have done for the last year and a half. I just feel like this gives my skin a chance to kind of restore itself, and I want to make sure that I'm just getting the benefits from the Tretinoin rather than causing any kind of damage or irritation. Hit the like button if you agree. So I always apply Tretinoin over moisturizer, and that's what I've been doing ever since I started. Currently I'm using the CeraVe moisturizing cream, which I absolutely love. I've been using it for about 9 months now. I find it the perfect match for Tretinoin because it's oil free, it's super hydrating, and essentially it's just great for acne prone skin and sensitive skin too. So yeah, that combination I love. I I always apply the moisturiser onto damp skin in the evening and then go straight in with the Tretinoin. And I know applying Tretinoin to damp skin is a little bit controversial, so I've actually made a whole video talking about this method and why I find it so effective. I have to be honest, over the last maybe couple of weeks, there have been times where I've avoided applying Tretinoin to damp skin just because I found that it was starting to make my skin peel a bit more. So yeah, I kind of hang back when that happens and just let my skin recover. So then once everything's on my face, I let it all sink in and I go to bed. But the Tretinoin skincare routine most definitely does not stop there. It's really important to follow up the next day with an SPF. When you're using a retinoid, your skin is even more susceptible to the UVA and UVB rays. So you want to protect your skin and not basically undo all the good work that you've done by applying Tretinoin in the first place. It really doesn't matter where you live, what time of the year is, whether you're going outside, like you have to apply SPF. My favourite is this one by Paula's Choice that I'm using daily. It's got a slight tint to it, which is great because it's a mineral sunscreen. I can't even speak today. It's a mineral SPF sun cream, which I always find can leave a bit of a blue or a white cast on my skin. So this tint basically helps it be more wearable. It's SPF 30, which is perfect for the UK. If you do live in a warmer or hotter climate or you're outside more, then I would recommend an SPF 50 or higher. But yeah, this works okay for me, and in the summer I tend to increase that strength to SPF 50. The great thing about this SPF is that it's oil-free, it doesn't block the pores, and yeah, it's perfect if you are looking for something slightly more mattifying or silky. So yeah, if you have acne-prone, sensitive skin, this is definitely the SPF for you. I've created an entire playlist with all of my Tretinoin updates and of course the things I wish I knew before I started. So I would really recommend watching that video before you get going with Tretinoin, or if you're even using it currently. I'll put that link on screen now, so click that box and I'll see you over there. Thanks guys.